Now Trubisky on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lock in.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Lock in.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Red, up. Lock in. Check four. Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Gotta go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Lock in.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Trubisky will throw. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll look to throw here. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now out come the Steelers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Lock in, lock in.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Lock in, lock in.
Here's a run with Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Lock in, lock in.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now he's forced out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Curry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go, let's go. Lock in, lock in.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Stephon Diggs, 52 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, the spin. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Here we go. What?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Michael Bannon able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Trubisky to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Blue. Lock in. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lock in.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. Spinning away. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
We go. You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, it's Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
Lock in.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll come out in the pistol. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey. Here we go. 190.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns get a score closer. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Trubisky will throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Curry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a moment.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And his throw is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
18. Come on, gotta go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.